Greetings and welcome in, travelers. This is Dashboard Devil, and we're at it again, doing some base building today. And this is on the Friday Night Community Planet, and that's hosted by Onsetter, Enrasilver, and then Sazziable, and Delta One, and there are a few others that are escaping my brain right now. But every Friday, they get together and have a big community night, give away lots of interesting pets, and just have some fun. I'm having a bit of an issue today. Everything was fine until about an hour ago, and my frame rate just completely fell out from underneath me. And quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do about it just now. Tried restarting, that's why I was a little bit late today. But it's not looking great. And honestly, if it keeps this up, I don't know if it's a good idea to continue. Uh, I was messing around, freeing up some space on my hard drive, and that seemed to do the trick, but then it appeared that all of my data never deleted, and so everything is wonky with my laptop right now, and I am maxing out at about 11 frames per second. So, here we are. And here's the base. I call this base Whimsy. And here we are. We're on a nice floating island planet. And here's the island I have chosen. It's got these really cool little tiny islands connected by vines. Stuck a couple of mud huts down. Got that one. There's another one on the other side. The way this is. Oh, there it is. There's the other one. So, yeah, having lots of technical difficulties. Don't know if I'm gonna continue streaming because currently 7 frames per second, and it is not looking good for this stream at all. But I'll still do just a quick show of this base, even though it's all laggy like crazy. A minute ago we had all of 1 frame per second. That was exciting. Oh, now we got 19. Nope, back to 7. All right, so this is kind of what I've been working on so far. That is not showing up. Interesting. There are parts that are just not showing up right now, and that's unfortunate. Let's come over here, create a save point, and I'm going to do a restart to see if we can get a little bit better everything at this point. Where did my save point go? Oh, that's weird. All right, I'll just come up here. I will run over here. Oh, I've got a save point right here. I forgot. Okay, now let's do a restore. Don't know if that's going to help us, but we're going to give it a shot. I did a lot of really fun things on this base. And I was really hyped to show everyone. But this is mud. Okay, that's all gone. Still, what is even happening? There should be a big wonder projector here projecting this really cool plant. There should be another one of these protea wheel trees. And hey, welcome in Andre and Maxi Bloke. This is kind of a mess right now. My laptop is having a really hard time. I'm maxing out at like an average of 10 frames per second. And stuff is deleted that was here earlier. It's just kind of a mess. Turn off multiplayer. Let me give that a shot. Let's see if that's going to help me out. Okay. Oh, look at that. We're getting a little bit better. Oh, went up to 25, dropped back down to 6 frames per second. Earlier I was talking about how I was trying to free up a bunch of space on my hard drive. So I moved a ton of stuff over to an external hard drive. But then when I went back in to check how much space I'd freed up, it was like I'd never freed up any space. Even though I deleted or moved like 700 gigs of data. Move it back. Yes, it's definitely molasses. It's terrible right now. Maybe that now that the storm is gone, we can gain a couple of frames. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's like jumping up to 25, falling back down to 6. And I'm just like, this is bullshit. I gotta say. But, okay, this is a little bit better. So I can show you some of the stuff that I've been doing on this base. And once again, this is the Friday night community planet hosted by Onsetter and Enrasilver and Sazziable and Delta One. And so this is what I've been doing to my little floating island on the planet. Here's my Wonder projector stack on top of this base terminus, which has another Wonder projector at the foot of it, and it's kind of embedded into the water source for the island. I've been building down here. Let's see if we can extend over here. Yeah, so I've got this going. Are those trophy heads? Yeah, those are from the expedition. I'm gonna have to switch out that middle piece right there. It's all glitchy. That's a shame. So yeah, I started building into this little cave right here. And for some reason, the storms still affect you inside. And I don't know why. It has a complete floor underneath here, has a complete ceiling, and the ceiling is just 2 walls high. So that it should be doing it, but I don't know why the storm's still affected. Yo, Joy Roth, how's it going, man? Um, I'm just having a whole ass time with this with my frame rate today, but we're making the best of it, and hopefully I can dig in and figure out what's going on. I don't know if I got a virus or something. I don't know. So yeah, those were trophy heads from the expedition, and they're really cool. You can color them so many different ways. And this one, like most of these have like a glowing red in the mouth. This one over here is what it looks like without. But you can sink a little sodium lamp right there into the bottom jaw, and it just lights up that mouth like that. It's so cool. And you can change the colors of the like glowy pustules to the standard original color palette. Um, so this part back here, you cannot go back there naturally, but I wanted something interesting to go back there, so I made this wall, this little short wall around the perimeter of how far you can actually go back into that space with your avatar. Oh yeah, Andre, yeah, it's so cool. I didn't know you could color them at first, and then I thought I would just try it, and I was so happy. Freaking love it. So yeah, so I made this little spot, and I put a bunch of light fissures in there upside down, and they're kind of all buried in there. And then it already had some creeper kind of vine like bush, like this right here is what it came with. That was already here. And so I just added a bunch more all around this rock. And so the light fissures give kind of a waterfall look that we've seen so many on so many bases before. And then I maxed out the size of the hex plate bushes and then stuck them upside down. You can see right here a couple of the hex plates sticking up. If you're just down here with your avatar, it's a lot harder to see, or you don't notice it as easily. And I want to come back in here and fill this area to make it look like water. I got a couple of ideas. I'm not sure if we'll get to those today. We'll just see how we take it. Max sized Gravitino ball, and then I sunk another sodium lamp inside there, and so all of the leaves look pink and purple and blue now, which is pretty cool. Hey there, Spock and Sins Arcade. How's it going? Hope your days are going well. We're just checking out my base on the community planet. Been struggling with frame rate big time. Some of it's come back, but I don't know. We'll just continue to see how it goes. So I had kind of mimicked uh, the same thing as I did on the other side. I gotta needs more red cave creeper to fill it out. So it's a little more like this. I like that vibe better. No, Sin. I've been having issues. The I read up and discovered that I probably had too many files bogging down the system. Like I was at like 90% of my almost 2 terabyte drive, and found out that that's not so good for entire operations for my laptop. So I went in, deleted 600 or 700 gigs, or just moved them to an external drive, and then came back and checked to see, uh, checked my properties to see how much space I'd freed up. And it acted as if I had never freed up anything, and it looked like there was even more space taken up than before. And so I've got problems. I've got problems. Yeah, you're right. Defragging would be a really sound idea. I completely spaced that, and as the frame rate started crashing earlier, I in desperate attempt, I was trying whatever I could easily because the stream was about to start. So yay, everything falling apart at the last minute. Um, so I'll show you what else I've done over here. So I've sunken in a couple of these landing pads. My ship fits really nicely in this little spot, and just this part right here pokes out a little bit. Um, this I built just as a test because that building over there, I put it together and the storm would still come through. And I think the new glass roof pieces are not protecting us from storms like they should be. And so I created this little room just to test it out. And sure enough, the storm came right into this little tiny hut. Yeah, exactly, Andre. Setting it to 1.5, it should work out a bit better. I'll probably sound like a chipmunk, but it'll be fine. Sin, yeah, I did recently update drivers. However, I just did a brand new Windows update like 2 days ago, I think. So I should probably double check that as well. No problem at all, Sin. Uh, if you were to know a thing that could help me out, I would be all for hearing it. So uh, back over here. So this little piece with the window, I thought it would be fun to play around with putting something in it. And so I did this. I'll show you. I made this little aquarium in the window. But little grass, little rocks, a couple of shrunken bubble tubes. And now we'll check it out. It's kind of hard to get. Oh, here, let's do this. Maybe this will help a little bit. Couple of frames too. And so I made everything really tiny to fit in the window. And it was just narrow enough to slap this tiny wood framed window. And so I did the same on the other side. And you can see the base of the whale statue. And there's a couple of tiny sodium lamps to give that red glow. And like I've had aquariums on the mind a lot lately, and I've got 3 different ideas that are knocking around in my head that I haven't gotten around to, but this was a perfect opportunity to just do this tiny fun one. And I like how it turned out. It's a lot of fun. I like it. And so come back here. There's not a lot up here. I put these wonder projectors from an ossified planet as that structure right there. And so each tree has one of those, except for those 2 trees. Because there's already 3 wonder projectors there, and that's enough, I think. That has to become the standard. Nice. So we got more over here. This one's got 3 of those ossified wonder projectors because we got 3 trees. And I just wanted to make everything look really kind of trippy. So somewhere along the way, one of the wonder projectors got deleted, I guess. It should be back here, but it's not showing. Oh, no, that should not have done that. It was, so I had removed this hut, moved it back, but everything was still in place when when I reset it. So I'm not sure. I must have accidentally deleted, and there was a cascade deletion of some kind, because there's no wonder projector back here, and that other Protea wheel tree is missing, and that's a real bummer. Alright, I'll have to replace that, which means one of these wonder projectors has to go because I overdid my limit. Not the first hollow tree I've ever seen, but clearly the coolest looking. Thank you, Maxie, the Dashquarium. Nice. All right, so that's there's still a couple of other parts that I haven't shown. So there's this part down here. And it just just is like a little house, a little apartment. Great views. What is that over there? Oh, is that a Oh wow, that's cool. I had not noticed that paraffinium deposit. It's just kind of dripping down and making a pile on the ground. That's cool. I like it when that happens. So this will be like a furnished out apartment. And then those mud huts, those will be furnished out. This little hut right here will be furnished out. I already started putting a bed in. Got one of those circular signs up. I thought that would be fun. Location, location, location. It's the most important part of real estate. Yes, it is. You are so right. And so, if you're not familiar, this is the trough. So I've color glitched it, so you can see there's actual color down there that's not what like the orange color that comes with it. And you just flip it upside down, and it has all of these fantastic color patterns and just patterns in general on the bottom. And stick a few of them together, and you get this cool bed platform. And it's just really cool. I like that. So yeah, we've got the new slanted windows. I made a little closet back here. You can kind of walk through the rock a bit. All right, and then we've got around this corner, we've got another little top structure, and then another bottom like apartment kind of thing. And this just goes back here. I'll put like a table and chairs or something interesting. Or maybe like just another creepy, I can glitch another wonder projector in there and just have this like Gek, proto Gek dude just sitting back here like in the corner. That would be kind of funny, I think. All right, so I've got this little room split off. And so you can like hang out here during the storm. Theoretically, but for some reason, this is also, the storm is coming right through this, and I'm not sure what the hell's going. I might need to Zendesk it because it should not have the storm coming in with how I have everything walled off. Same down here. This is all walled off. And then we've got another bottom level. And this has been really fun to put together. The walls that I have are all color glitched, these stairs, and this walk has been color glitched. Communal poker table. Yes, I'm all about that. All right, so that's mostly it. Oh, and I'll show the other spot on the other side for those who came in a little bit later. Is this where it is? There we go. This is all my like parts junkyard while I figure out what to do over here. Go ahead and take this piece out because it is bugging the hell out of me. Let's see if I can get just it. There we go. Oh, nope, it deleted everything. All right. So we'll come back here. Where's that part? Oh, there it is. And apologies if these movements are making you nauseated. I totally get that. There we go. That's better. I'll just need to decorate that part of the wall with something. And so here's the little cave that I turned into an enclosed space. But like all of the other spaces, the storm just comes right in and it's super annoying. Super annoying. Oh, so Sin, I'll show you how we color glitch. Gotta remember to do something with that waterfall. Let's come over here. Whoa, we hit the sluggish part. All right. Let's wait till the storm passes to show a color glitch, because it's going to be kind of annoying with the storm. But in the meantime, what I can show you is how you can maneuver your build camera inside of objects. And so what we'll do is we'll go take the build camera on the inside. So I'm standing right up there. This looks like all there is to that part, but there's a little space in between what you see here and what's actually where my avatar is standing. So you come up here with the build camera, you get really close, and then what you're going to do is get out of the build camera, and with the PlayStation remote, it is the left stick, and you push it in, and then you push it in again to re-engage the build camera, and you travel through an object in order to get in that middle space in between. So I'm going to do that real quick here. Takes a little bit of fine tuning before you get it. Oh, there we go. I did it, got it on the first try. So now we are in the space inside of the roof tile, the flat stoned roof, rounded flat stoned roof. So now once you're in here, you can go into the parts and come over here to the sodium lamp, and you can put it right over here. I'll make it really small so it's easier to maneuver. We've got free placement enabled, and I'm just going to stick it right in the center here, and then we'll get out. Oh, it didn't this time it didn't do it exactly the same way. So, but you can see what you can do here. So it's put that little sodium lamp right on the other side, and you can actually see it from this side, but it puts it in there, kind of buries it inside. And you can do other things. You can actually put other objects like plants or what have you inside there. Oh, hey Maxie, if you're still on, thanks for dropping in. Have a great night. And yeah, so you can put fun colors of glowy objects in there. You can do all sorts of things with that space, and that's what I've done back here. And you can see that better at night. We'll make it nighttime. And you can see that red glow all around on everything back there. So I've got several of those sodium lamps inside the dome part. And then that teal glow is from those calcishrooms just embedded into the wall. And you can see those up there along with the trophy heads in case you didn't see those earlier. And those have sodium lamps inside of them. And there's also buried, what is that big skull statue that we have? The Titan, whatever. So I've got those buried in there as well to give that blue, sort of purplish blue cast that you see everywhere. Then you get the sort of cascade of light. That one doesn't have it because I wanted to show what the difference is. And if you just joined and you haven't used these right here, you can change the color of them. They come in the standard old school color palette. And you can sync lights and other objects into parts of them, not the whole head, but you can add to that. So with the sodium lamps here, it's casting this red glow. And with that other statue buried inside with the blue glow, you get this purple edge. And then the teal from the calcishroom. And you've got this layers of color popping out and accentuating that hillside. Yeah, you are very welcome. There's so many other things you can do with that sin um, to continue on in that fashion. I'll drop up here. And then once again in camera mode, you come up underneath and then do the same thing. And now you are inside the terrain. And that's how I got these hex plate bushes in here. Flip them upside down and then just stuck them right there. It took a while of finagling and finesse. Okay, I'm kind of stuck in this, so I'm going to do this one more time. Okay. There we go. And now I'm inside this layer. And you can see how I got all of those light fissures in that line. I basically just upside down glitched them to the underside of those tiles. And you can see the calcishrooms, how they're just inside the terrain. And using the build camera, you can climb inside the terrain and delete. Some things you can delete from the underbelly and some things you can't. These heads glitch out when you hover over them. Look at that black glitch. Has anybody else experienced that? Anyway. So yeah, you can come in and you can add stuff, take stuff away. If you can't delete it, sometimes like this right here is not accessible from the outside. I can place the object there, but I can't delete it from out there. So I have to come inside in order to delete it. And you can do this like when you're working on a cave build or a terrestrial build, and you can maneuver the camera up inside of a cave, and so you can get into that in between space. I've always called that space on a planet the underworld, Other people have different names. But yeah, uh, so now you can see how I placed a bunch of these objects in. It's a very versatile tool to use for glitch building. So let's do a color glitch. So to do a color glitch, you can do it a couple of different ways. First you get right here. I like to use this because you can pick one of these colors, the old school colors with it, and it also has the material. And that comes in handy for a couple of the legacy parts, and but not so much for the newer build parts that we have. So I can do this. I can come up here to blue and orange. I go and I place that lamp, and then immediately go back into the menu. And so I want to go over to, let's just go try wood. And then we'll select the timber wall top, and we'll just place that. So now you've got the newer base parts in the classic color tone. Hey there, Double Tap. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We're just talking about a little bit of color glitching, the newer parts with the older color palette. And we have just color shifted the wood wall. And it'll take on most of the objects. So we'll go in again. So every time you get out of camera or build camera mode, you have to reset this again. And so it shows it's selected, but it's not going to transfer over unless you hit it again. Exit out of the color menu, place it, go immediately back into the build menu, hop over, select. So the stairs, like the little ramps, do something a little different. And I'll show you how that ends up looking. Get it to come out of the floor so you can see it better. So the top is a little bit different. So it's more like a dark mahogany, and whereas that is just straight up like burnt orange. Yes, and there are limitations to the build parts that can be colored in. So let's go into the menu. Pretty much all of these parts, pretty much all of the wood parts, some of that color is going to change into the blue and the orange. Now, stone, most of that will also shift. You'll still have, like, for instance, right here, the background of the tan sort of stone texture, the tan, all of that will stay the same. But the accent colors, the little flourishes in the corners of these pieces will change the color. And so you'll get pretty much every stone piece will change to some degree. On these skylight roof pieces and the stone roof panels, they also change. So pretty much everything here. What's not going to change really are these alloy parts right up top. Save for this one right here, the alloy framed glass panel. The little frame around the glass will change colors. You can make that happen. But all of these will also change colors. And some to a greater degree than others. The short walls don't really change color. I wish the small alloy wall B and the short alloy wall B were actually looked like they do right here, but they don't. And that's a real shame. I wish they would correct that in one direction or the other. Oh, yes, that's true, Joyroth. There is also the freighter palette. Um, the last time I tried to color glitch without a mod in a freighter, like the last time, I could not get the freighter parts to change. Um, Not sure what, I think it might have been an update or something that changed that. But yeah, last time I checked, it wasn't a thing. Though, to be fair, that was prior to Worlds, and I haven't tried it since. So that might be something we do a little later on. Hold on just a minute. All right, I'm back. Had to get a drink and to clear my throat a little bit. Use the signs. Oh, the signs have the same palette. Yeah, they do. And speaking of the signs, you can, I believe I have color glitched the black hole in the wall sign and the Euclid moonrise sign. Not the lights itself, but the bracket that holds the lights together. It would be fantastic if these lamps up here would change colors. That'd be nice, like little black lights, pink lights, red, whatever. It'd just be cool. Yo, Kiwi, how you doing? How's it going? Uh, we are just checking out various building techniques, um, both just in general and in regard to uh, building on a floating island. So let's do that again. Let's come over here. And we'll change the color. This time we'll go... Let's do the purple and blue. And so we set that. Then we come back into the build menu. And what was I going to do that for? Oh yeah, I was going to try these lights again to see if that is still a thing. All right, let's exit out of the menu. Yeah, that's a dark purple. It doesn't usually do that dark purple. And we'll get another one. Come up here to this blue, purple and blue. Oops. All right, forgot to drop it there. Yeah, so that just has a slight accented color, but that one is full on dark purple, and that is from using the color glitch. So you can do it on these signs. Hey there, Delta Creator. Welcome in. I hope you are doing well this fine day. All right, so there you have that. And I'll show you another color glitch. Um, so we'll do this, and then we'll come up to black and yellow. And this time we'll take in the wood texture. Exit out, hit place, hop into the menu, and if you happen to have legacy parts, you can alter those. And specifically, I'm going to show you the metal wall. And we're going to place that there. And then we're going to do this again. I'm going to pick that up. But we're going to change, we're going to keep it black and yellow. Remember, got to press it again because it's not going to remember unless you do it all over again. And this time we're going to stone. We'll exit out, drop that, go right back in, hop over to the legacy parts. Once again, metal wall. And so with this particular glitch, you can do a multitude of textures as well as colors. The other interesting thing with this is that the secondary color that you see, the yellow in this instance, it's mostly taking the yellow out. And this particular color glitch will do that with all of the other colors. So with this one over here, it'll remove the blue, the dark teal, the white, and so on. So the predominant color of the entire object is that primary color that you see. So we came over here to the rust. We'll exit out, drop that, go right back into the menu, over, up to the metal wall again, and we drop it. So you can see, I can turn my light off now. So you can see that color glitch using legacy parts if you happen to have them. Or you can have someone like myself or anyone else that has legacy parts. You can have them, put down a complete set of whatever color and texture for you, and then that way you can build with those parts, and all it takes is just someone dropping them off to you. So that's another type of glitch. And then you can also, this is a resize glitch, but you can also do a recolor glitch. And what I mean by that is I have created that wire to be an extra large. Let me show you how I did that real quick like. But before that, Sin says, indeed, but there is a silver lining. Once you time traveled, you're effectively immortal as there are multiple instances of you within the timeline. It's many worlds theories hack. Okay, that went, okay, I know what you're talking about there. Yeah, you're welcome with that. It's there's so many things that you can do natively in the game, but there's a lot more if you know how to color glitch. Uh, Beeblebum also has a color glitch video where he breaks down a lot of that. I'm not sure how much of it is still valid, um, but it's definitely a great video to go check out. And there's even more that I haven't gone over right now because, quite frankly, I forgot how to do another one of those glitches. So back to making that wire. What we're going to do is come over here, and we want an object that we can resize. And you could just, resize it up or down or whatever. But what we're going to do is, once there, we click over to wire mode and then draw a line out. Click the triangle again. That's the toggle wire mode button on the PlayStation remote. And then once you toggle it back, then you make it as large as it will possibly go. And then you click the toggle wire and place object trigger at the same time. When you hit both of those buttons at the same time, you've got this big fat wire now. And, oh, I forgot to do something. All right. I got to start over. So we're going to get rid of that. Do this one more time. Click on that floral containment 3. And it can be any object that you can resize. No problem. All right, Delta Creator, I appreciate you dropping by. Have a great day and or night. Hey, Zesty, how's it going? Good to see you dropping in. Glad you can make it. We are going over resize glitches and color glitches. So this one is a combination of both. Got the floral containment 3. Go to toggle wire. Then I'm hitting the placement button and then moving that creates this wire. And before doing anything else, we're going to toggle wire again on the PlayStation. That is the triangle button. We toggle back, and then we use the direction pad to make it large. And we'll take this up as large as we can. Now we hit the button to change the color. So we're going to go over to, let's do red and white. And we will leave the material texture alone. So we'll exit out, and then we will toggle wire and place object, and we have that wire, and that wire is now specifically colored red. So now what we will do is let's just get this object. this stone wall. Now we're going to hit the square and the triangle together. And if we do it just right, we'll get that little concentric square corners in that hovers over the wire. And then you copy that. Use that would be R1 on a PlayStation remote. So we copy, and now we have this large wire point. And let's bring that over here real quick so you can see. You just kind of twist it around. And again, we're going to do the triangle and the R2. That is toggle wire and place object. We'll do that at the same time. And now you've got this triple-sized wall in all red. And then it just has some light white accents. Full day at work, get home straight to learning. That is quite a day, Zesty. All day, every day. All right, so now we've got that. So you can see how we made this wire, a nice big fat wire, and translated that into this triple-sized color glitched wall. Now we're going to hop in, and I'll show you what it does with legacy parts. So we'll come up here, we'll go to the concrete arch. And as you can see, it is gray and orange. So why... oh, I got to do... I skipped a step. All right. I've got to do one more wire. We're going to go ahead and keep that one there. And we're going to do another one of these. But this time we're going to use a texture. And I'll just do this really fast. Change the color. We're going to do that same red and white. But this time we're going to do wood. Exit out. Make the wire. Now we're going to go over to our legacy parts. And like I was saying, this one in particular shows both colors that you would find. But now magically, this is hilarious. I have color glitched it just by creating that wire in the first place. So what would normally be white, let's hop out of here real quick. Go back into building. And when we just make it red and white, just native red and white, you can see what it normally looks like. And then contrast that with the color glitched version, and it tones down the white. To me, it was always really distracting. In fact, a lot of the color combinations in the color palette are pretty distracting. And so you can use this technique to get rid of the minor color and keep with the dominant color. Oh, right on, Kiwi. I hope you have a great day, is it? It is day, right? Yes. I hope you have a great day. That's a shame Zesty doesn't have any fun time. Oh, I missed JC Vastgood. Is that how you pronounce that? Vastgood. Welcome in. Glad you could join us today. All right, so there's that color glitch for legacy parts. And I will go ahead and delete all of this. Come on. One of the, uh-oh, deleted the wrong thing. Dang you, frames. The frames are betraying me today. This is hilarious. They keep flying in. This is like, I guess, the worst place to put a mud hut because they keep flying in and getting stuck. Sometimes there'll be two of them in there. Hey, shock and awe. Just got home from work. You mind starting over? Bold of you to assume that my ADHD has me on any kind of right track. Alright, we will delete all of this. All of these display parts. I'm still having frame rate issues. It was better a little bit ago. It seems to be taking a dip again. But we'll just keep going and see how we tread. Alright, so if you just joined recently, I'll show you this again real quick. Little outcropping on this floating planet, or floating island planet. You know, it's not the planet, JC. My computer's having issues. I'm having some. It's either memory leak issues or there's an issue with my hard drive needing to be defragged after I unloaded like 600 gigs of files to an external hard drive. And so I'm having lots of issues today. All right, Kiwi. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one. All right. So, where are we? Okay. Now I'm trying to shuffle my brain toward build mode. What do I want to do next? So I did a lot of stuff over here. Oh, I was going to add more of the cave creeper. Let's see, where's the cave creeper? There it is. I like the red and how it contrasts with the color that was already here, that teal. Let's see if I can sync this in here. That's one technique that sometimes works. You can like push the camera deep inside somewhere and you can place objects underneath just the surface. Let's see if that actually worked. Yeah, it did. Now we're facing a storm, which is further dropping our frame rate. So much fun. Yeah, I would have to agree there, Sen. Yeah, I a lot of boxed PCs aren't good. The one I got from Dell, the one that I'm on right now, I've been I've been extremely happy in some regard, and in other regards very unhappy. It's strange as that may seem. So I'll be getting one built for me, or I'll be building it myself. Hopefully before Christmas, I'm going to build a new or get a new desktop and do the whole setup with multi-monitors and those kinds of things. It'll be nice. That'll be coming up. Oh, I used to actually build all of my own Sin. It's just been, man, the last time I built one was probably 16 years ago. I am super out of practice. I would need to go read up on a lot of stuff to catch myself up again. Yeah, I've already got one monitor. It's a 34-inch curved, and I want to. The next one I want to get is sort of like that. Uh, it's like putting two 16 by 9 monitors on top of each other. It's like that size. Um, as far as aspect ratio, so it's like a giant. Um, it's like just a giant rectangle. That's kind of a stubby rectangle. Hey there, Scott. Rinse, repeat. Glad you could make it in today. Okay, there goes the storm. We can build a little bit and hopefully not tank. Oh, no. Frame rate dropping to 7 frames per second. Ah, this is excruciating. And I apologize profusely for having to watch this right now. But I appreciate you have stuck around this far. Alright, I'm going to drop some more of the cave creeper. Make it red. See if we can sink it back in there a little bit. Not cooperating. Alright, let's give this a shot. See if we can stick it in here. After a while, like when you build like this, like ramming the camera down in to get underneath the layers to put another plant object down in there. After a while of doing this, you can get good at placing it where it needs to go. And it just takes a few times of playing around with it. I'll do that again. See if we can get it a little closer in. Nope, that's too far out. Okay. Let's try that. It's definitely filling it in, and that's kind of what we want. Excruciating. All right, we're going to come back over here. And I'll show this again real quick. A little tiny aquarium. Everything shrunken down and fit into that wall's thickness. Space fishies. That's right, Zesty. Alright, so you can see I put these glass panels up, the new slanted roof sunlight. We've got this bed right here, which is again troughs flipped upside down. Let's see what we can do for like some bedside tables. Right? That part's insulating, but not the rest of the entire structure because, as you can see, this is all closed in. You see rock right here, but right behind it, this wraps all the way around. Got stone roof panels. The whole thing is enclosed, yet the cold is affecting me inside. And when a storm comes through, even if I'm in here, it still, all of the storm comes in. Superheated storm turning me crispy. Maybe they do have antifreeze for blood there, Zesty. Maybe they do. All of the red glow is just the heating element. That's what's keeping it alive. All right, let's do some kind of. Let's go over to furniture department. Let's see, not that stuff, but we'll do. Let's see, what can we do here? Oh, here they are. I like to use these molded lock boxes as bedside tables. These unfortunately do not change color. Okay, that's kind of nice. Now we're gonna do, let's do a lamp. Here's a fun one I like to do. Let's see what, if I can remember the parts. Is it this one? Is it this part? I think it was this part. Alright, I'm going to drop that there. Now we're going to get a sodium lamp. I do love decorating with those. We're going to go to wire mode. And actually we can do this right up here in the corner. And I've toggled to wire mode. And then I'm going to hit toggle wire mode and place object. When I do that, I get an upside down sodium lamp. So then you can take that lamp, bring it over. Oh, it's not going to. Okay, what you have to do sometimes is come over here, copy that, hit the button that is that toggles free placement, get out of there and then pick that up, and now you can free place it. It's a weird, quirky thing with the game sometimes. So once you have this upside down, you can maneuver it around. You can, make it small or large. And for our purposes, we're going to make it about this height. And now we're going to grab this object. And let's see if this still works. That is not working. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this down. And then we're going to pick up the sodium lamp. Bring it over. Oh, it's not sinking in like it used to. This used to sink in. Okay. Let's get another part. I think I know which one we can use. If I remember where it's at. It is, yeah. Let's see if we can get this one to work. Don't remember if this one goes down small enough. And we'll put it over there. Grab the sodium lamp. Oh man, they're not syncing in each other. How rude. Not cool, man. Oh. Hey, Delta. Glad you could join us today. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well. Okay, I'm just catching up on chat a little bit, just reading up. Zesty says, I was in my teaching assistant session tonight. Once a week we do those in Zoom. A student took his clothes off during class. Let this be a lesson, kids. Turn your cams off first. Yeah, that, yikes. Yikes. That is so much yikes there, Zesty. All right, so if you are just joining us, I've had lots of frame rate issues, even more than usual. And that's some computer issues that I'm working on, that I'll be working on. In the meantime, we are building on a floating island, and we're just doing some furniture right now in this room, tucked into the side of the edge of the floating island. And I'm trying to get these objects to fit in together, but they are not fitting in together like they used to. So let's delete that. See if we can find something else that will work to build this lamp. Oh, I know. Let's try the insulated flask. Get that label to wrap around a little bit. Oh, I bet you did, Zesty. That is a cringe-worthy performance. Come on. Ah, no way. Why are these objects so solid all of a sudden? What the hell, man? All right, Sean. These used to fit inside each other. The hell? Did he release the Kraken? Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible, Delta. Oh, damn. Yikes. Okay. That's not working. What else can we use as a lamp base? Nope. 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 Oh, but I just got an idea. I don't know if it'll work. We'll get there. All right. Let's find something. Oh, how about we try... no, those are not the right size. Not quite the right size. What I might do is just, oh, let's try this one. See how much that shrinks down. It shrunk down pretty good. Pick up the upside down sodium lamp. Come on. Yes, now we're talking. All right. So now we've got this upside down and relatively center. Now that's kind of too large. See if we can make that smaller. Only a little bit. Well, that's better than it was. Just go ahead and drop this down anyway. There we go. That's better. All right, we drop that right on top. And so, you know, technically, you could stop there. What I normally do is slide over here and grab the saucer fungus. We'll flip it around. I like to mess around with this until I get it pretty even. Takes a little bit of finagling, and you have to remember which button to press. That's close enough for this demonstration. And then we'll shrink that down and just drop it right on top of that sodium lamp. That's what I normally do. And usually it doesn't have as big of a gap underneath that. But that gives you an idea. You can see it creates a really cool table lamp. So currently, Delta, I am building on the Friday night community planet. And I will show you that real quick. And here is my floating island that I've been working on. It's got these little tiny floating islands with connected by vines. One over there too, put mud huts. And so I built this little area back here that goes down multiple floors. And then 2 mud huts, those will get furnished out. I've got to repair this whole thing right here. Was really cool yesterday. God, dragons again. I can't keep these dragons out of the house. The hell, man. So, and then we've got where we were just at. And I'll show you this real quick, Delta. My little aquarium in the wall. And then here is this whole area that I showed off earlier. And again, apologies for the terrible frame rate that we're experiencing today. Earlier I talked about how I put all of these objects in and then here's this whole area as well. Wonder projectors in the trees. Wonder projectors in the water source for the island. And then buried the terminus right there in the water source wall. And there's another circular, like, sort of spinal column fauna as wonder projector. Lots of igneous crystal. Yeah, the the baby Leviathan fit in there really nicely, Delta. The hard part was positioning it. But all the room it takes up is just right there, just a slight bump out on either side. And the bubble pipes give it a nice vibe. Thank you, Scott. Welcome back in, Delta Creator. So yeah, that's where we're at, Delta. Now you're all caught up pretty much. There's one other spot that you didn't see, but I'll show that later. So here is this lamp, and it's pretty cool, but I want to do something a little different this time. This is kind of what I normally do. It usually has a different base, but for some reason the normal bases that I use, the objects won't sink into them anymore. So we'll delete that, and I want to try. Where the hell were they? There they are. All right. As you can see, it's pretty glitchy. Just as a regular object. But we're gonna change colors. What color is the one outside? Oh, the one outside is this red. No. This one. That's the one. Okay. So we are going to shrink that down. And turn this into the lampshade, if it's going to cooperate. Oh, come on. It's like some of those objects that just follow around the surface of another object, so they kind of can go anywhere, but oh, it's so annoying that you can't just pick it up and move it like other stuff. Okay. That didn't come out quite the way I had hoped, but I think I might be able to make that happen. It might take a little bit of messing around with. That's kind of too huge. But it's almost doing what we want it to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and this is what I was talking about earlier, how the storm is just coming right through this completely enclosed room. I don't know if it's the mechanics of floating islands or there's something else going on, but I should not be experiencing a storm inside like this. Alright, I don't know if I got enough room to do this, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to put a tiny wire on here. If it'll let me place such a tiny wire. Yes, holy cow, it did it. All right, now let's see, where does that sit? Okay, the back one's probably going to be a little bit better. So we're going to come over here to the prized exoskeleton. No, I will change the color later because it might revert back when I do this. All right, toggle wire from that object, the prized exoskeleton. Go to toggle wire, hover over the back. You can see it flip between the front. It's kind of hard to see with the storm right now. You can see it jump back and forth between the two wire points. I want the back one. So once again, we're going to do the R2 and the triangle if you're on PlayStation. Also, that would be place object and toggle wire. So we'll hit both of those together. Oh, and it's pointed up. Oh, dang. Okay. Okay, that is not what I wanted to happen. All right, so that's all right. We will do this. All right, Delta Creator, enjoy your nail session. You know, if you put your character in a cuboid room and just use the build camera, your view will be clear. Yeah. It doesn't really... Oh, yeah, I could do that. Yeah. You are so right. And that would eliminate all of the fogginess. You are correct. I was doing that from the smaller of the two mud huts that are close together, because that one has maintained its integrity, but the larger one did not. The only thing was I kept needing to take the camera beyond where I had it and having to constantly double tap it out farther kind of was getting a little frustrating sometimes. So yeah. Cuboid room. Drop that. Object too close. I'll drop it right there. I'll put some couple of hollow doors down. All right. Yeah, that'll be much better. Okay. Come on, frames, catch up. All right, now what we're going to do is, so the wire I had before was flat on the top of that sodium lamp. And I'm going to put another sodium lamp on top of it in order to, all right, we're going to hit toggle wire, and we're going to make a wire that goes up and down. And so I got to remember I'm starting it down and then going up, because that can completely change the direction that your part is going to sit. All right, I've got that. Now let's, come on. How about we cooperate? Now, build menu. And we're going to find that head piece again. Prized exoskeleton. Once again, toggle wire, and we want, let's go for the bottom one. Okay, that is a little too low, but not bad overall. Let's go to the top one, because I do want it to look like it's a lamp base underneath it. Not bad, actually. And that's a hell of a glow. I'll probably delete one of those sodium lamps because I don't need that much glue. That's kind of overwhelming. Hey, Krusty. No worries at all. It's been an interesting day of technical difficulties. We'll figure it out. All right, that makes for a pretty cool lamp, actually. I like it, and it's going to stay like that. But first, I'll go ahead. I'll go delete that, and then delete that other sodium lamp in the back to cut down on how bright that is. Come back, drop that on there. What color? To match the ones outside, we'll do these. So, yeah. I like it. That's pretty fun. That's a headlamp. Got you a headlamp. You girlfriends are hilarious. All right. So here's one of the subtle things I do from time to time. You can see just below that decal, you can see that there are two shrunk down sails that I put back there in that mirrored pattern, and it flows right into the design of the decal. So when you look back, it just flows really nice all together. Oh, ouch, Krusty. You don't want to wake up to that, Dash? Ouch. Ow. Burn. Girl burn. So yeah, the interesting thing is that light right there, that sign, the way it's sitting there, it almost makes it look like that background of the design on the decal is light coming in through a window. And that is just, I love incidental design that because of the way you set it up, you accidentally get this cool feature that that you did not expect. And this to me is one of those times. It looks like there's a pentagon window and light is shining through it. I like it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and, since we're here, go ahead and duplicate that for the, oh, come on, catch up. Duplicate it for the other side here. Copy that. So we're, just using the same exact size so we don't have to second guess and do it all over again. You were waiting for your bus this morning. Something fell out of the tree on me and you decided not to look and remain semi-sane. It could have been anything. There's Esty. Could have been anything. Okay. Delete that one more time because I want that exact same size sodium lamp. Move that over to as close to the middle as you can. And then put the other on top. That should be just about right where the other one was. Toggle wire. And I did go from down up. Should be pretty close to the right height. Delete that sodium lamp on the back side if we can reach it. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Come on, sometimes it gets tricky. Oh, there it goes. Okay, delete that. Once again. that. Nope. Gray and red. There we go. Matching lamps. Uh-oh. That one's on crooked. That's going to bug me. All right, let's do take 2 or 3, wherever we're on. Try to get this a little more straight. Not cooperating. There we go. All right, I think that's right. Let's go for that. All right. What the hell? Oh, right, because I'm not in build camera. That's why I couldn't get over there. Yep, correct color. Matching lamps. All right. Still just slightly off, but I think it's close enough. I could spend all day adjusting one object, hours, just if I allow myself to do it. Oof. Stung by a wasp. Oh, on your back. Oh, that's awful. While you're on a ladder. Great. No. No, that's terrible. Yeah, everyone should do the same. Like, get that wasp out of your clothes. Okay, so we've got that going. I like how that's turning out. Let's see, does it need anything else for that spot? I don't think so. Okay, I think I'm going to, this room is just like, there's just nothing you can really do in it now because I've got that big roof piece in there. So I'm going to delete that and then just replace it with the wall. If this is going to cooperate. Nope. Oh, almost. Almost. There we go. Yeah, wasps can be brutal. Man, I got 3 stings from one. Back of the knee. It was awful. It was awful. Okay, what do we have? You know, I haven't really dug into the new posters. Oh, that one is fun. Nice. Oh man, the posters are not rendering well at all today. Let's see if placing it will help it along. Nope, not at all. Not gonna happen. What is that one? Kind of hard to tell. Some of these are kind of nice. That one looks cool. I don't know. I think I want to decorate with something else. Let's see here. We can go back to the. I'll go back to the saucer fungus. Like I said before, I like to kind of straighten it out a bit. That's almost there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, now we got that level. Flip that around. And then you can just line the top part of the wall up. Make it a little smaller. And this is a fun way to decorate a wall that isn't the same old posters kinds of things. And you can see I'm putting them at the point of each one of those ceiling lines, the skylight frame. Yeah. Some cool accents. You can also just change the color to whatever you want if you don't like that. Let's see what yellow? What about this pale blue? Oh no, that looks nice. Let me check. It's kind of doesn't show enough the detail. Let's try. There we go. That's better. It's a little more subdued. It isn't so bright white. Yeah, yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay. On the outside, I've put those lights and just shrunk them all the way down. It gives a nice subtle glow at night, as you can see. Kind of makes everything look green. That's odd. Wonder where it's picking up the green from. But anyway, those are fun accent pieces. Okay, I think we might end it here for today. I want to try to dig into what's going on, and hopefully I can fix the frame rate issue. But I do appreciate everyone dropping by, uh, dropping a like, subscribing if you haven't already. I do appreciate all of that greatly. And I keep forgetting to do a 100 subscriber stream, but I will do my best to try to put that together and figure out what you even do for that as a streamer who has just over 100 people following them now. So I'll figure that out and continue to bring as fun a streams as I can. Hopefully our frame rate is back on track next week. And until then, I appreciate everyone stopping by. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.